Pierre Gasly, F1 Grand Prix race winner. Welcome to the show. How does that sound? Has that sunk in for you yet?
Yeah, it does sound good. I must say, I still haven't fully realized. Yeah, it's been crazy last 40 hours, let's say, since I crossed the finish line, and yeah, I mean, so much emotion, so many things happening. But yeah, sometimes I'm just realizing, wow, that's crazy, especially when I see the trophy at home, and it's really mine from now on, and it really happens. But yeah, pretty amazing emotions.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about the chat with President Macron. That sounds, I mean, that's not a call you get every Sunday night. Had you spoken to him before? And how did it go?
Never. It was, yeah, that's why I was so surprised, and it sort of made me realize something big happened. It's, as you said, it's not every day you get a call from your president, and that was super nice. Just to tell me, it was really happy and really proud of me and what what I achieved. That for our country, we had to wait a long 24 years before it happened again with me in Monza, and yeah, it was super pleased. So it was important that I enjoyed this special moment. But yeah, obviously very special words, and it was a special, very special call.
And I was going to ask, how did he get your number? But then I thought, well, he is the president. So I suppose of all
Yeah.
the people to get your number, I suppose that makes a lot of sense. And a massive buzz back in France about it. Like you said, the first win for a French driver since '96. To be the centerpiece of that, like you say, I suppose it must be crazy. Suddenly your whole country is kind of speaking your name, is talking about you and stuff like that.
It's very unbelievable, and it's it's just insane here when I speak with my friends back in France, and my family, and everyone sending me messages. It's yeah, people are talking about it all over on the radio, TVs, and magazines. And it's just so big. I know since I'm a kid, already when I was 10 years old, people were talking about this. Okay, we haven't had a French winner in Formula One since 10 years, and then after 15 years, and people were putting quite a lot of pressure because they wanted someone to win, and always something I felt, and I felt, okay, if I make it to F1, then will be one of my tasks that I need to change that. And obviously, I didn't expect it to happen that early, especially with everything that happened over the last 18 months, and the fact that, yeah, for a midfield team like Toro Rosso, this thing happened only once before in 15 years with Sebastian Vettel in 2008, and yeah, I'm just so happy we managed to take our opportunity the first time it came to us, and yeah, I'll never forget this moment.
And I know you're a very popular guy. This is a good chance to name drop now. Did you have any other famous names in your inbox? People who reached out to you after the race? I know that you know quite a lot of guys across different sports.
Yeah, I was impressed, and yeah, very happy to see how much support messages I received from all other athletes in the world in very different sport. And yeah, obviously I follow soccer a bit more. I know a couple of the guys as well, Neymar, Griezmann, Mbappe, Fabio, Giroud. I mean, so many players actually follow F1, and congratulate me. And also in different sport, in tennis, in some cyclists, rugbymen, I from everywhere, and I was shocked, and I still haven't had the chance to go through all the messages, and it's just yeah, obviously it means a lot because this makes me realize sometimes, you are focusing nothing and you're not realizing that so many people are following um, back in their homes and back in their life, and are actually like really happy for the success of other guys. So it was it's been very good for 40 hours.
Speaking of praise as well, I mean, one of the things that really stood out on Sunday was what Lewis said about you. Very complimentary about you, both as a person and as a driver. For you to hear that from someone who's achieved so much in racing, what does it mean to you as a driver? Because obviously your next goal is to emulate what he's done and become a world champion.
Yeah, for me, Lewis is to me a very special guy. So someone I really looked at when I was a kid, and in my eyes, is probably the best driver we ever had. F1, or he's part of the 2 or 3 top guys, if not the best one. So yeah, when I heard the words he said, obviously it's very touching and yeah, unbelievable, because to me it kind of feels strange. These guys I look at since I'm 6 years old, and well, a bit more because he came in F1 a bit later. So since I'm 10 years old, and I always I was always a great example to follow, and now this guy is, I'm actually racing with him and talking this way about me. So I got to know him a bit more in the last 2 years. We actually texted the day before on Saturday before the race, and all over the weekend, because I wanted to ask him some advices on other things. And he's been always really nice to me, really open, always trying to help. And yeah, obviously when you get such a strong words from a 6-time world champion that will become 7-time world champion in a couple of months, is it's
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, and it's pretty amazing that you can get kind of advice from someone like that. And I suppose that any advice from an ex-driver is pretty important, but when it's from a guy like that, you must be like, right, I've got to take this on board. I've got to kind of learn from what Lewis is saying here.
Exactly. These guys. I was thinking about Lewis, about Seb. They are the most successful guy in our sport at the moment, and there's a reason why they're the best. And no, for me, I always think there's tons of things to learn from these guys, from their experience. And I really like to question and try to understand how did they manage to get all that success over the years, and really to keep that momentum. And what's impressive is Lewis has been on top since year one in F1, and it's just gone from strength to strength every year, and he's at the top level since his first season in F1, and for me that's unbelievable. So yeah, obviously everything I can learn from him, I try to take everything with me.
Yeah, it's a pretty good mentor, and I know that part of you guys getting to know each other has also involved Call of Duty away. He's said that a few times. Who's the better player out of the two of you? Is there one of you who consistently is the better guy, or do you is it hard to say?
Well, no, it's hard to say. I say it's pretty funny to play together and just to team up together, because it's very different than usual. We got to help each other if we want to get the win. And yeah, obviously during Corona time, during the lockdown, we did spend some more time on the PlayStation, and yeah, we started playing. It was actually nice because we started to just discuss for a bit couple there and there, and yeah, we got to know each other a bit more. And yeah, I must say we got closer from that time, and now I feel like is when I need a couple of advice, I'm free to reach him, and he's always really open and willing to help me back. So it's a very, very nice guy.
Yeah, and I've just got a funny image of people playing that game and not realizing that they're in a lobby with two Formula One drivers who are kind of talking to each other as they're playing. It's quite funny.
Probably they hear my accent once they kill me and realize, oh, what is Gasly? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content plus live streaming, make sure to subscribe to ESPN Player.